So it's 3:22 a.m. and I'm still wide awake. I need to get some sleep because I have to be up at 6:30 because I have to be to work at like 8:15, and I'm working a 10-hour shift, so my ass needs to go back to sleep somehow. Well, anyways, I was scrolling through TikTok videos, I was just scrolling through YouTube videos, and I came across the multiple videos about Renee Nicole Good, and I was watching the videos, and I wasn't watching the videos to prove whether what the ICE agent did was right or was it wrong. I wasn't looking into that. I was not looking into that because I'm not going to get in the middle of that bullshit. But it got me to thinking, if I have a vehicle in front of me that was once not moving, and the driver decides to pull forward while I'm near the vehicle, and say I have a firearm on me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to save myself from getting hit. Okay? I'm not saying anything on the video, those videos themselves, because, you can't say yay or nay on what happened. So I'm not getting into that. But I'm just saying in personal preference that if I have a moving vehicle coming at me and I have a firearm on me, yeah, I'm gonna fire a shot. Now, should the shot for what happened with Renee Nicole Good, should that have went through her windshield? In my opinion, no. Should not have shot at her windshield. Could have shot anywhere on the car. It would have startled her, but still, somebody would have got hit. Why not shoot out the radiator? I mean, it's not that hard to put your firearm downward to where the radiator is, shoot out the radiator, bounce back. But let's say you're like right dead in the middle of that vehicle that's coming at you. Like, I live in this city, and believe me, I seem to be a target when I go across the street. These city drivers seem to want to speed up anytime they see somebody crossing the street because they really don't care. They don't care. They just keep going. Speed up when they see somebody walking across the street. It's like they don't really give a shit. But like I said, if I had a firearm, which obviously I wouldn't have a firearm, I don't carry firearms with me. I'm not permitted for a firearm, so therefore I wouldn't have a firearm. So we're just using this scenario. I would try to disable the vehicle before it hit me. Seriously. I'm not going to get hit by something that's considered a weapon if it's coming at you. And like I said, not saying anything on what happened in Minneapolis. I'm just saying my preference would be I'm going to disable this vehicle. And like I said before, I don't think the shot should have went through the windshield. I think he should have disabled the vehicle some other way if that was his choice of stopping her. But if you have a vehicle coming at you, who are you going to protect? Yourself. Okay? And I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. But I really don't care. I'm not saying that the ICE agent was in the right. I'm not saying the ICE agent was in the wrong. Okay? I'm just saying my preference would be I'm going to disable your vehicle. Could he have just jumped out of the way? Yeah, he could have. but he reacted just like she reacted. Renee moved forward when her partner, because I don't think they were married, her partner said, "Drive, baby, drive." Now, if you're in a situation where you're already vulnerable, you're already, got a lot of thoughts going through your head, who are you going to listen to? You going to listen to an ICE agent? Or are you going to listen to the person that you share your life with? She listened to the person she shared her life with, and that was a bad decision. That was really a bad decision on Renee's part. The partner should have just... We saw the videos. The partner obviously has some issues, I guess. But all I have to say is if Renee didn't listen to her partner, this probably would not have escalated the way it did, because she listened to her partner and she moved the vehicle forward. That in return caused the ICE agent to respond with deadly force. But in my opinion, the partner kind of escalated everything by telling her to drive off. ICE agents happened to have been by the SUV, sorry. And unfortunately, with a vehicle coming at you, your first response is you're going to fire a shot. And I don't think the shot should have went through her windshield. Not there in her windshield, maybe a little farther over just to startle her. But I'm also thinking maybe it should have went into the radiator, into the hood. Something disabled the vehicle. And like I said, I'm going to get a lot of hate. I really don't care. But I'm not siding with the ICE agent. I am not siding with Renee. I'm just speaking my mind on the whole situation. And I know there's people out there that are going to take it wrong and come at me. I really don't care. But I'm sorry, if I have a vehicle coming at me, I'm going to save myself before I save anybody else. Okay? That's all I got to say. And my happy little butt needs to go back to sleep. So I'm going to turn on my Spectrum TV and just give me some white noise, because I can't get my white noise from my TV. So I'm going to head to bed. And when I wake up, I'm probably going to see a shit ton of comments. And I really don't care. And like I said, I'm not siding with anybody on this. I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong. Okay? That's not my choice to say that. And we just have to leave it up to people that are in charge of that to figure out who's right, who's wrong. And this is the United States, so it's not really that fair of a country. So I don't know. I'm tired. I've been up since like 2. I need sleep. So I'm just rambling. Bye for now, guys.